What's going on, guys? It is your boy, Mr. Nolan here. All right, today we are going into a unit that some students struggle with, but once you get a hang of it, you're like, wow, this is easy. We're going into dividing fractions. All right, so let me go ahead and share my screen. All right, so here we go. Dividing fractions. Now, guys, on the left-hand side here, it tells you the steps to how to divide fractions. But I'm going to keep it easy. When you're dividing fractions and mixed numbers, we do something called KFC. And no, I'm not talking about the chicken place, Kentucky Fried Chicken, even though I have to admit Kentucky Fried Chicken is amazing. But hey, let's not go off task here, okay? What KFC stands for? The K stands for keep it. The F stands for flip it. And the C stands for change it. Keep it, flip it, change it. You're like, Mr. Nolan, what does that mean? All right. Here's what I've always taught my students in the past. Here's your first problem. K, F, C. Keep it. We keep the first fraction. Always keep it. We flip it from division to multiplication. Change it. Now, first of all, this is a whole number. How do we turn a whole number into a fraction? Put it over 1. So that's the first thing. Put the whole number as a fraction by putting it over 1. Change it means you're just flip-flopping the numbers. You're taking the reciprocal. So the opposite of 5 over 1 is 1/5. So we kept it, changed from division to multiplication, and all we did was change our fraction from 5 over to 1 to 1 over 5. Now some students, can't you just do keep it, change it, flip it? Yes, that's the same thing, but a lot of students remember KFC, so that's why we say KFC. If you do KCF, guys, it's the same thing. Well, guess what, guys? This is now a multiplication problem like what we did yesterday. So let's check it out. 1/2 times 1/5. When you're multiplying, you go straight across, so that's 1 times 1 over 2 times 5. Well, guys, what's 1 times 1? Well, that is 1. What is 2 times 5? 10. That's your answer. 1/2 divided by 5 is 1/10. Done. All right, let's try the next one. Keep it, change it, flip it. So notice I did KCF this time for y'all that can see KCF better. So keep the first fraction, change from division to multiplication, flip the second fraction. All right, guys, now we're done. Let's just multiply. 5 times 2 is 10. 8 times 1 is 8. Some of y'all are like, I am done, and no, you are not. We have to see if we can simplify our fraction, or if we have an improper fraction like you see here. An improper fraction is when your numerator, your top number, is bigger than your bottom number, your denominator. We have to change it into a mixed fraction like you see here. This is a mixed fraction. Here's how we do that. How many times can the denominator, the bottom number, go into the top number evenly? Well, 8 can go into 10 one time. Your denominator, so this is one whole, your denominator will stay the same, which is 8. I need to figure out what is my numerator. Well, guys, here's how you get your numerator. You have $10, but you spent 8 of it. How much was left? 2. Mr. Nolan, where did you get 10 minus 8? Well, guys, remember we had how many times can 8 go into 10? It went in there one whole time. It had a remainder of 2 and your denominator of 8. Am I done? The answer is no. 2 over 8. Can't that be simplified? Well, yes, they're both even numbers. So I still have one whole. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 8 divided by 2 is 1. The answer should be 1 and 1/4. All right, let's try another one. Notice we have a mixed fraction. Again, keep it, change it, flip it. We cannot divide mixed fractions. You have to turn them into improper fractions first. Remember, this is where our check mark method comes into play. When you go down, you multiply. When you go up, you add. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 plus 1 is 9. Over the denominator of 2. Divided by 3 times 4 is 12. 12 plus 3 is 15. Notice we have improper fractions now. Now keep it, change it, flip it. So the first fraction, keep it, 9 over 2. Change from division to multiplication. Flip the second fraction. Now you can just multiply straight across. 9 times 4, 9, 18, 27, 36. 2 times 15 is 30. Well, guys, we have an improper fraction again. How many times can 30 go into 36 evenly? It goes in there one time. Well, guys, if you have $36 and you spent 30 of it, that means you had 6 remaining over your denominator of 30. Here's my mixed number, but I'm not done. I need to simplify it. What number goes into both 6 and 30 evenly? Well, can't 2 go into it? So that would be 1 and 3/15. But look at that. 3/15 can be simplified again. 3 goes into both of them. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 15 divided by 3 is 5. There's your answer. All right, I'm going to do one more example on the back. I want y'all to pause the video here in a minute. Okay, so here's the problem. I want you to pause the video. Take a couple minutes and see if you can solve it. So right now, please pause it. I'm going to give you a couple seconds to pause before I start. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start solving it. So again, keep it, change it, flip it. So keep the first fraction, change from division to multiplication. Look at this, I got a mixed number. We need to do the check mark. 1 times 5 is 5. 5 plus 4 is 9. So in reality, this is 2/3 divided by 9/5. Again, keep it, change it, flip it. We kept the 2/3 already. We changed from division to multiplication. Now flip the fraction. Now straight up multiply. We got 2 times 5 over 3 times 9. Well, guys, 2 times 5 is 10. 3 times 9 is 27. Now, guys, notice this is a normal fraction. You don't need to do any conversion. You don't need to turn it into a mixed number because it is a normal fraction. A normal fraction has your numerator is smaller than your denominator. Top number is smaller than the bigger number. Can 10 over 27 be simplified? No. The only thing that multiplies to give you 10 is 1 times 10 and 2 times 5. The only thing that multiplies to give you 27 is 1 times 27 and 3 times 9. There is no common factors. There's your answer. All right, guys, please pause and take notes. There is some practice problems for you to do after this video. All right, guys, I hope this video helps. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.